Welcome back. So in this lecture, we're going to talk about taking the course that you've already created on Udemy and loading it onto other platforms for additional revenue sources. So there's sites like Fedora and Thinkific, Teachery, CourseCats, there's Sensei, Zippy Courses, there's WordPress plugins, which is more of a do-it-yourself solution like LearnDash and WP Courseware. And then finally, we'll talk about how it's a good idea that you do webinars and live seminars. So Fedora and Thinkific are two platforms that are very similar to Udemy. You host your course there, you sell your course, you earn income, they take care of all the billing, all the processing, all the hosting of videos, everything the same, except they don't do the in-house promotions and emails and marketing, and they don't help you sell your course like Udemy does, but everything else is just the same. And these are really awesome solutions. So I'll show you some examples coming up here in the screencast. So here's Thinkific. This is another platform to host your online courses, just like Udemy, except they don't do the marketing and the email promotions and so forth for you, but everything else is the same. They host your videos, video lectures for you. They collect your payments for you. They have discount coupons available. They have a ton of features. It's a really awesome system. And here's some testimonials from instructors who use the platform. Vanessa Van Edwards, she's a top instructor on Udemy, and then she's also hosts her own courses here on Thinkific. And the way it works is, here's an example. You have your own website, and then you just use the Thinkific platform as part of a page on your website to host your courses. So myexcelonline.com, he's a really successful Udemy instructor. He sells a lot of courses on Udemy. Plus, he sells his own courses directly here on his own website using Thinkific as the platform to do all the back end, all the hosting, and all the mechanical stuff. And then he just collects the money. So he makes a lot more money on these courses here if people buy them directly from his own website. Now he does have to pay, and you can see, it's really nice. This is his course landing page, and here's his curriculum, and it's kind of somewhat similar to Udemy, not as totally polished, but they do a really good job. But with Thinkific, you have to pay them $50 a month on average. There is a free feature, but it doesn't have much use to it. But you have to pay them about $50 a month on average to host your course. But if you're selling a lot of courses, it's well worth it. And here's Fedora, almost identical to Thinkific, just different people doing the similar thing. It's a toss-up. I like them both. Thinkific seems just a little bit more polished to me, but Fedora just has some amazing educational features and tutorials and so forth. So, that's, and again, Fedora does everything. They collect the payment for you. They help you market your course. They provide landing pages and discount coupons and quizzes and just everything that you'd want to do. So here's John Purcell. I think he's a top programmer, he's a top instructor on Udemy. Here's what a Fedora site looks like. So this is Dave Cross Workshops. This is just his homepage. And he's hosted all his courses on Fedora. So you just take your normal everyday website and just put a Fedora page on it. Or some of these people just use Fedora for the entire website. You could do either way. Same thing with Thinkific. So here's his courses, and he's got quite a few on here. And he probably has these also on Udemy. So you make money on both sites. You just tend to make more here if you can attract students directly to your site. So, okay, here's a better example of a Fedora landing page because it had, okay, so there's more curriculum. Not much there though. He just gives you the first section, and then a call to action button, and it's a really nice site. So here's a few more platforms where you can host your online course. There's Teachery and CourseCats and Rainmaker. Teachery is very similar to Fedora and Thinkific, almost the same features. CourseCats is more of a do-it-yourself WordPress plugin, and then Rainmaker is kind of a hybrid. It's a lot of features, very professional, really nice, but you do collect your own payments. Okay, here's Teachery, which is another online platform to host your course. It's very similar to Thinkific and Fedora. Beautiful design. So if you have a chance, go check out Teachery. About the same price, $50 a month. CourseCats, same thing here. CourseCats is though a WordPress plugin. So It's something you have to kind of load onto your own site and then go from there. But it's a beautiful course and a lot of great information and resources. Just doesn't have the features that you get with the other platforms, and the price is the same. So it's hard to recommend that right now. And then Rainmaker is more than just a course platform, although it does a really good job with that. It's a all-in-one internet marketing platform. It's like a turnkey system. If you have the money, this is what you'd want to get. You don't have to worry about and think about anything with Rainmaker. So go check out Rainmaker Pro if you have a chance. It's like $145 a month, so it's expensive, but it includes everything. Two other platforms where you can host your online course are Sensei by Woo Themes of WooCommerce fame, and Zippy Courses, which was co-founded by Derek Halpern, who's a social media guru of gurus. So let's look at those now. Okay, here's Sensei by Woo Themes of WooCommerce fame, and I don't think Sensei is very popular. It just doesn't really have a lot of the features that the other platforms have, so it's hard to recommend that. Zippy Courses, oh man, Zippy Courses is amazing. It is a WordPress plugin, so it's pretty basic, but it offers everything you need to host your own online course. You just need to have a WordPress blog site, website. But the big advantage to WordPress is it's backed by Derek Halpern. So the information and the tutorials and the value that he adds in showing you how to create online courses is like priceless, because he is the guru of gurus for social media marketing. So finally, we have two WordPress plugins to host your own online course, LearnDash and WP Courseware. And these are, very useful, very functional platforms that you can host your own courses on. But, you have to provide your own video host like YouTube or Vimeo or Wistia, and you have to set up your own payment processing and so forth. And then you're on your own for everything else. But they do set up your course very nicely on your own blog site, and they're very affordable. So let's look at those now. Okay, here's LearnDash, which is a WordPress plugin that allows you to host your own online course. It's called a learning management system. You just buy this plugin for $99. You install it on your WordPress site, and you can set up your own online course. You can host it all right there. You have to host your lecture videos on like Vimeo or Wistia, and you have to set up your own payment processing, but they have it all worked out inside the program. You just have to, do the grunt work yourself. And then LearnDash's competitor is WP Courseware, and they're almost identical to LearnDash. It's really hard to tell them apart. They just have slightly different ways to set it up. And they are also $99, so you can't go wrong. So finally, two tools that you should really think about to add to your marketing mix for your online course promotion ecosystem, and that's webinars and live seminars. So, webinars are like a supercharged way to generate more traffic and more sales for your online courses. So next, I'll go over a platform that you can use to do online webinars. So if you're thinking about doing webinars, here is an awesome webinar software platform, Webinar Ninja. I listened to these guys on their podcast, and it's just an amazing story of how they did like 15 webinars in 1 year and just learned a ton about how to do a webinar. And then they decided to just set up their own webinar platform. And a lot of the top marketing gurus online use it. Like Chris Brogan, Michael Port. I mean, this is the who's who of internet marketing. So it's only $345 a year. So if you're thinking about doing webinars, this is what I would suggest. I think the other ones are really expensive.